if a couple have come from abroad and have lived in the UK, and either a child is born here and that child and the family have been living here for more than 7 years, or the child was born overseas and that child is under the age of 18 but has continuously lived in the UK for at least 7 years, and it would be unreasonable for the family and the children to leave the UK. So that's commonly referred to as the 7-year child rule. An application is made on a form FLR-FP. Well, it would have to be supported by various documents, obviously including the birth certificates of the children, passports for all the parties, but more importantly, documentation to show that the children have established a private life in the UK. That means documents such as nursery documents to show that they've attended nursery, documents to show that they've been attending school, such as school reports, any medical documents if there are any medical issues relating to the children, perhaps letters from other people who know the family to show that the applicant family have been resident in the UK continuously for more than 7 years, and how they've actually established a family life or a private life in the UK, what links they've made to the community and what ties they have formed with the local community in which they live. All those documents, including school reports, medical documents, would have to be submitted to the Home Office with the application. It's not just that the children have been living here for more than 7 years. There's also the consideration of whether it would be reasonable for them to leave the UK. Most people think that all they have to prove is that the family and the children have been living in the UK continuously for 7 years or more. That's not the case. You also have the additional requirement to show that it would not be reasonable for the children to be asked to leave the UK because they have formed very significant ties to the UK. For instance, they only know the host language, English. They've lost any ties with their home country. They don't know anything about the language. They've been schooled here, and therefore it would be very difficult for them to adapt to life in their home country. And perhaps they don't have any ties with their home country anymore, and all their ties are with the UK. So all those considerations would have to be taken into account by the Home Office when considering such an application. In applications of that kind, even though the parents may not be eligible for settlement here, they would become eligible if it would be unreasonable for the children to be asked to leave the UK.